I forgot some. A lot of this is taught behavior. A lot of this is how you were raised, the things you've been through, the things you experienced when it came to your parents. And all it is it trickles down to everybody else and how you allow people to treat you, the things they do to you, how they abuse you, how they affect you, and how they impact you. Now, I do love the fact that Angelina gave Shayla that advice. Okay? I'm glad she gave her that advice that she gave her. But Shayla ain't gonna listen. Shayla is a manic depressive. She's bipolar. I done told everybody that. And the fact that she is so obsessed with Iman and what happened today, that is a problem. Shayla is obsessed. She has obsessive compulsive behavior, OCD. And this is a very dangerous version of it. And I tell people that people like this don't understand consequences, repercussions, and karma. They don't. They don't even grasp it. They don't think what they do is wrong. They do it because it feels right to them. And the thing about it is, Iman needs to tell Shayla the truth and stand on it. He may have to get a restraining order because, like I said, it's getting dangerous. She's worse with him than she was with Anthony. Because she was nowhere like this when it came to Anthony. Now, she did some little things, and, we seen her go through depression, but the way she is with Iman is a whole nother thing. So, he doing something in that bedroom to get her acting like this. Then he bought her a house. See, that's the one thing that Anthony never did. Anthony did not buy her a house. Plus, Amber was her best friend. So, like I said, in the end, Iman is going to have to tell the truth to shame the devil. It's either you tell the truth about Delicia. You and Delicia just need to tell the truth. Tell her the truth. That you two fell in love and that you two are going to be together, and that will be the end of all of it. Yeah, she going to be upset about it. She going to be angry about it. But I think this is a situation that happened in Florida. I think that's what Patty and Angelina were talking about Angelina and Brody were talking about that made them move here. And then I think there is something else that happened that, because Angelina brought up her ex. So there's a storyline about that. There is something that Shayla did. Shayla has obsessive compulsive behavior. Like single white female. Like misery. She gonna do that misery thing when it comes to Iman. But like I said, Iman got to stop sleeping with her. Iman got to stop going over there. But the fact that she keep trying to track him the way she do, that's dangerous. That's why I said you can't be playing with people like that. You can't. That's why I tell people, don't put any more emotions into a person than what they put in you. See things for what they are and not what you want them to be, and stop trying to fantasize, because you're going to end up in a very bad situation. If a person is messing around with multiple women, if a person says they not into you, just say okay and call it a day. Do not try to make that person want you and they don't. Because like I said, this is how you going to end up being. It's a lot of women that do stuff like this. It is not just Shayla. There's a lot of women that they get a man that do all this stuff for them. They ain't trying to let that man go. Even though he doesn't want to be in a relationship, he's made that clear. They still going to end up being clingy. Still going to end up thinking that if they do all this stuff, that one day you going to be with them. And that's exactly what Shayla is doing. She's doing all of these things hoping that Iman's going to let her meet his kids, that Iman is going to be seen with her, that Iman is going to do all of this. Whereas Delicia ain't doing none of that. All she do is smoke with him and have sex with him. She does the bare minimum. Whereas Shayla going above and beyond trying to be with him. So there are some men that don't want all of that. They just want the bare minimum. That's why he got both of them. Because Shayla goes above and beyond and lets it be known she'll do anything for that man. She even says she will unalive somebody for that man. So that right there tell him he got a real ride or die. But at the same time, Delicia is more classy and sophisticated. But Delicia is stupid, because my thing was, I would have told my friend the truth that he tried to holler at me. And if she didn't believe me and he kept on pursuing, then that's a whole nother conversation. That man really didn't do anything to really pursue Delicia. All he did was cook her dinner. He didn't take her out to eat. He took Shayla out to eat with Wayne and Delicia. So at the end of the day, why is it that Wayne is not tripping about the same way about Iman when it came to Delicia? Like I said, these men be running through the same females. It ain't even funny. But Delicia and Wayne never slept together. See, I liked it better when Delicia was trying to basically go after Wayne when it came to Tamara. I think that would have been a better skit than this right here. Because, like I said, now you're trying to put Lauren in the same predicament of what Delicia was when it came to Wayne. Same scenarios, same situations. All it is these men's fantasies about them having multiple women. That's all it is, and getting away with it and it being justified. That's just pretty much what these Country Wayne skits is. It ain't nothing but a bunch of men that have fantasies of all the ways they can dog out beautiful women, treat them any kind of way, get away with it, and then move on to the next one. That's pretty much it. Hold on a second. I had to take my case off because it was starting to get kind of warm. I have a case that's specifically for this, so sometimes I have to take my case off. So when I'm downloading videos, but anyway, like I said, these Country Wayne's video, their skits are typical, same situations. So like I said, if a man could have multiple women and be able to sleep with multiple women and do the stuff that all of them do in these skits, men would be very happy. If they had women that would just accept the fact they mess around with multiple women, can do whatever they want to, treat women however they want to treat them, they would love that. This is a fantasy world that doesn't exist. But women don't make it any better because y'all accept it. You accept the nonsense that these men do. Let me tell you something. I have a man that's in my life right now that is drop dead gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. He has some of the most prettiest eyes I've ever seen. Every time I look at him, I try my best not to feed into it. When that man told me that he wasn't interested in me, I remember my mama gave me the best advice she gave me. She said, just be his friend and nothing more. And she said, let me tell you why. While all these women come and go, you still going to be the person that's going to always be there. But that does not mean sit around and wait for that man. It just means you just sit back and watch how he is. I did. Started looking at him differently. And now that he's changing his tune, now I don't look at him the same way. I look at him as a friend. I do not look at him as somebody that I'm trying to sleep with or nothing else with. And now he's upset because now I'm in a different space and he don't like the fact that I'm not chasing behind him no more. Let me tell you something. People will say they don't want somebody to chase behind them. Yes, they do. They do. They want you to chase behind them. They want you to basically give them everything. They want you to go through hoops and bounds to be with them. And then when you don't, they get mad because you don't. So like I said, it's a bunch of walking contradictions when it comes to men and women when they claim that they don't want certain people chasing behind them. As soon as that person stops chasing, they get mad. As soon as that person get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they get mad because they want you to always be their godforsaken option. That's what they want. They always want a seat filler. Somebody that's going to be there no matter what. That's going to put up with their nonsense no matter what. And that's all these Country Wayne skits to me are showing. That even though people will say they don't want certain things, yes, you do. Some of y'all say you don't want drama. Yes, you do. Some of y'all say you don't want these problematics. Yes, you do. You love it. You love the drama. You love the chaos. You love it. And you know you do. So I don't know why people act like they don't want the chaos, because they do. They absolutely do. That's why I don't pay people no mind when they say, well, I don't want a man that is this. Yes, you do. When I don't want somebody that's, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because if you really didn't want that person, then when you would have been honest with that person, you wouldn't be using, you wouldn't be taken advantage of, you would be lying, you wouldn't be cheating. The same women you claim you don't want are the same ones you're cheating on your wife and your girlfriend with. The same females you claim you don't want to sleep with because they're unattractive, you sleep with anyway. Stop playing my face at this point. That's why I said I don't be having time for this nonsense in 2026 because it's stupid at this point.